Today I'm going to be showing you my favourite recipe for making hot dog buns. So to start with, you need 180 ml of warm water and 1 tablespoon of yeast. Then just let the yeast sit on the water for a couple of minutes before you stir it. Then gently mix the yeast in. Then you need to weigh out 28 grams of sugar, but you only want to add 1 teaspoon of it at this point. Give it a quick stir and then leave it to sit for 10 minutes to let the yeast activate. When it's nice and bubbly, add the remaining sugar and then add 128 ml of milk and make sure it's room temperature. Next, add 70 ml of olive oil. Then mix it all together. You need 512 grams of flour and a teaspoon of salt. Give it a quick mix together. I always use my Kitchenaid mixer when I'm baking. Just make sure you use the dough hook attachment when you're doing bread. Then gradually add the liquid so it mixes in. Now you can do it by hand, it'll just take longer, but in this I think I let this mix for about 5 minutes altogether until it was nice and smooth and the dough had all come together. Then I just tip it out onto a bit of a floured surface and knead it and stretch it for a couple of minutes until the dough is nice and smooth. Then pop it back in the bowl, cover it with cling film and leave for a couple of hours in a warm room until risen. Once it's risen, knock back the dough and then tip it out onto the surface again and knead it one more time. Then I'm going to divide the dough up into 8 pieces. If you want to be really precise, then you can weigh it, make sure they're all exactly the same size, but I'm just guessing it really. Then I roll all the pieces of dough into little balls and pop them on a baking tray. Then cover again with cling film and leave them to rise again for maybe another 10 minutes. Next I'm going to shape the balls of dough into the hot dog buns. So first I'm rolling the dough with a rolling pin into a sort of rectangular shape and then rolling it up. Then I just try and pinch the ends and the seams together just to keep it nice and neat. I'm trying to make them all roughly the same size, but it's not exactly precise. But we're not on the bake-off and hopefully no one's judging me, so I'm not too worried. I'll leave the full recipe in the description and I'll put in links to everything I've used for this recipe. So once they're all rolled out, cover them again with cling film and leave to proof, this time for about an hour and a half. But you can see they get nice and big after the second proving. And then you just want to cover them with an egg wash. So this is just a beaten egg mixed with a bit of water and painted on the top. Then you want to bake them for about 15 minutes at 180. I also added some cold water to the baking tray at the bottom of the oven, which I did spill on the floor. When they're nice and golden looking, then they're ready. Take out of the oven and leave them to cool. These are the softest and tastiest hot dog buns, so much better than shop bought ones, definitely worth the effort of making your own. Thanks for watching this video, I really hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe if you do, and I'll see you again. Bye bye.